faced a grizzly bear in the wild and lived to tell the tale. Now Dan Brooks is facing another kind of challenge as the leader of the BC Conservatives, a party perhaps best known for its spectacular infighting and habit of trying to knock off its leader. It's a thankless job under the best of circumstances, something Brooks acknowledged during a recent meeting at a cafe in Gastown. So why take it on?
I didn't get into this, Cassidy, because I had some sort of grand ambition, really. In fact, I kind of look at my role in the BC Conservatives. I've been sucked into a political vacuum. They needed somebody, and I was there. And I was competent, and I could do it, and I could speak, and so they said, hey, we like you, keep coming along, and they just kind of, the party kind of drugged me through and just kind of...
It's more than that, of course. Brooks believes British Columbians deserve an alternative voice in the BC legislature. He disagrees, for example, with Green MLA Andrew Weaver's private members bill that aims to curb grizzly bear trophy hunting.
16,000 hunters signed a petition on wildlife allocation, went to the legislature, and asked Andrew Weaver to be their champion. He went into the legislature, and instead of championing changes to allocation, he championed changes to meat regulation.
Right.
As a hunter myself, it's a huge betrayal of trust.
Right.
He's totally off on the wrong. What he's doing is a complete distraction of the real issue. Ironically, 40% of grizzly bear tags in British Columbia go to non-residents.
Right.
So if he wanted to shut down grizzly bear hunting, if that's what Andrew Weaver's objective is, he could have done it by saying, I'm going to advance legislation that reduces that percentage down to 20%. Right. But he didn't. He went off on meat, which is barely at all a blip or an interruption in trophy hunting in British Columbia. It will not affect it whatsoever.
Had he been in the legislature, Brooks would also have taken on Emmett Burke, the former Minister of Advanced Education, for his role in the executive compensation scandal at Kwantlen University.
A serious disadvantage not having conservatives in the legislature.
Right.
That's why we need political options.
Right.
And that applies to all aspects and all things, including Emmett Burke. I would have loved to present that question in question period.
So what would BC look like under a conservative government? Brooks speaks of diversifying the economy, strong family values, strengthening rural BC, and even looking at ways to perhaps pay less to BC Hydro, something he knows all about firsthand.
You're off the grid. Is that correct?
Yeah. My home in Vanderbilt is, that's correct.
And I mean, what's that like?
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
I don't pay BC Hydro.
Okay.
It's a great feeling. I consider myself just a common sense conservative. Look, it makes common sense to me that if it's more economical to produce your own power, why shouldn't it? Right? That's a very conservative thing to do, actually, quite frankly. To be independent, to be self-sufficient and self-sustaining, that's very conservative.